Western here on Y254. I'm Robert Soro. Big week and everything that has been happening in the world of sports. We have been talking to the ladies and they have been doing everything. The ladies shine through the whole world. Just a week ago, Faith Kickboxing broke the 5,000 meters and record that has been there since the 90s. She broke it. And then the 1,500 meters also another week ago. But right about now, we are talking about the World Kickboxing Federation and everything that has been happening in their world. Joining us is the president of the World Kickboxing Federation, but known as Takid Master. Takid, how are you doing? Karibu sana. How are you doing? I'm doing my uncle, but
no, all of you well.
yeah.
Yeah, we've been working hard to see how things will be at the end with the One Kickboxing Federation of Kenya.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give us a background of the World Kickboxing Federation of Kenya.
Okay, so far the World Kickboxing Federation Kenya has been here with us for right now, it's like 4 months in the office of the president. But we've already managed to get 17 teams in total. That is from Nakuru County. In Nakuru County, we have a team known as Kickboxing, MMA club. Nowadays, I call them MMA clubs, not just kickboxing.
Yes.
Because with MMA, it's a mixed martial arts. So we have kickboxing, Muay Thai, full contact, we have Sanda, we have Wushu, we have things like K1, and extreme combat sports. So with extreme combat sports, that shows that it really means that we have different kinds of combat sports in just generally in the same federation.
Yes.
So with Nakuru, it's Kickboxing MMA club. Then we also have Flamingo MMA club.
Yeah.
We also have Red Hawk, Asbula MMA club.
Yeah.
All those are from Nakuru. Because I visited Nakuru just 2 weeks ago. Then in Nairobi, we have Kibera MMA Club.
Yes.
We have Dagra MMA Club. We have Takid MMA Club. We have Dragon Fitness Arena.
Yeah.
We have Hardcore of Kayole. So we have different kinds of clubs. In total, I have 17 clubs so far.
Yeah.
And there's a difference between World Kickboxing Federation, Kenya, and Kenya Kickboxing Federation. Because World Kickboxing Federation Kenya has different types of arts in it, and its styles. Because we have Muay Thai. Muay Thai is from Thailand, where you use elbow strike, you use knee strike. And then we have K1 also that is also low kick. We have full contact and semi-contact and also light contact that people do play as taekwondo, karate, similar. Then Wushu is from China. Then we also have things like Sanda. So we have different kinds of arts in this federation. And another thing that separates us from Kenya Kickboxing Federation is that we do amateur and we do pro. Like now, we'll be having a tournament in Nakuru that will be on the 8th of July.
Yeah.
That tournament will be all about amateur championship. It will be the first national tournament since I took over office as the president of World Kickboxing Federation Kenya. Then now before that, on Saturday next week, that will be on the 24th, we'll be having a seminar that will be in Kayole 2 Social Hall.
Yes.
Because I decided, when I was here last time, I told you very well that my promise was that I'll be taking all these things to the ghettos and slums. Because that's where we get all these
communities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not that every time we go to KICC, we go to Kasarani, we go to Bomas, no. To me, I would like to take it to the ground, let me say to the grassroots, and those are the places that I really need to take all these tournaments.
When you take it to the ground and everything, when you take it to the communities, you go to the ghettos, to the slum development and all that, what will be your aim and what are your objectives? What do you want to achieve when you take it to the community?
Okay, my main achievement now, let me say the objective, the reason why I do take all these events in the slums and the ghettos. Number one thing is that that's where we get all these youthful fighters who can represent the country in the future.
Yes.
Then another thing, I also deal with, I do say that with the World Kickboxing Federation Kenya, we don't deal with fights. Yes. We deal with different kinds of things. we try to manage and to help them know more about environmental management, which I've been also really talking about. Then we also have things like mental health, and we have also drug abuse education from the youth. Because you see, most of our youth are now idle for sure. If you don't take these things that might make them or keep them busy, I think we'll lose most of them. Like now we've been losing a lot of our youthful fighters, or let me say talented youth, because of idleness. Because you really know very well that an idle mind is the devil's workshop. So what I've been trying to do, I've been trying hard to make sure that we get our youth out of drugs, alcohol, out of all immorality, because most of them even are thugs, and it's not that they like it. You know, once you're idle, there's nothing you're doing. And right now, that there are no jobs for sure. And talent pays. There are many people who are going to the universities, they've done a lot of things, but there are no jobs around that you can involve themselves also in. So with these things like martial arts, with things like football, any kind of sports, any kind of arts that you can do, whether you're a musician, whether you're a dancer, you can take them far. So that's why, if you want to get all these talented people who can represent our country in different categories, for sure, you won't go to Lunda, you won't go to Kitisuru, you'll only go to places like Dandora, Kibera, Bondeni, Nakuru, you'll go to places like Korogosho, you see. So that's why me, as the president of One Kickboxing Federation Kenya, I always like going by myself to the ground. And I've been doing that because recently I was in Kibera. That's when I realized that even Kibera, can you imagine they don't even have a facility where they can be using. And Kibera has been there for long, for sure. I'm not trying to but I felt bad because, you know, I grew up in Dandora. That's where I started my martial arts at the age of 12 with karate. Then I pushed on to different kinds of arts. And I can imagine in Dandora we had all these social halls. The recreational activity centers. And now, all these recreational activity centers, there's a problem that now is happening, which I would like to... churches is a funny thing. And can you imagine, it's a recreational activity center. I went to Kayole last time for where the hardcore MMA club is under Chimamba. Then what I realized was that these guys train outside. And there's a facility there, it's only for the church, you see. And it was for the youth. In Dandora, it also happened the same way, but by then I was in Dandora, so I decided no, enough is enough. Then in Karangemi, they also have a social hall there. They have a social hall there, which I should also be visiting soon. Kiserian, I'm not sure whether they have, because I should be visiting soon. Then now for Kibera, they were training outside. It was raining, and I was there with them. Those guys are training outside, they have no gloves, they have nothing. So all these things are the things that I'm trying to work on.
So
and facilities. And the main thing also, even if they won't have, let me say, all where they could be training, but if they could have gloves, they could have even punching or kicking targets, or even punching bags, that would be okay. And that's why I always tell or plead with the well-wishers that they should come in handy and at least support us. Whether it's a second-hand glove, we don't care about that. Because here is where we get people like Nganu of Cameroon. Here is where we get people like Israel Adesanya of Nigeria, Conor McGregor, David Latunez.
When you do kickboxing, to give you that chance to go to that level of Conor McGregor, go to Israel Adesanya, like that is the dream for Kenya who is doing kickboxing.
Who is doing kickboxing under my leadership with the World Kickboxing Federation. Remember, World Kickboxing Federation Kenya is the one that will turn it into professional fighting. But if you go to any other side, that will be just amateur. And now, what I always ask the youth, even if you are doing football or even athletics or anything else, you'd like to start as an amateur. But what's the end of it? You'd like to turn to a professional fighter. So that's why World Kickboxing Federation Kenya is now the best place for all these fighters who want their future to be in a different level. Because you see, like Israel Adesanya, the fight that he fought recently, that he won, he was given 5 billion. Can you imagine that? If one Kenyan would go from Kibera, from Dandora, from Kayole, and represent our country for sure and get such amount, I think it will change society in a big way.
Yeah.
And that's why I always say that with the economy, we always say, oh, economy is bad, it's only about farming, no, we should also chip in. The government should also push in more and pump in more finance for sportsmen. Like now, you know, whenever I come here, I don't always talk about kickboxing alone. I do talk about sports in general.
Yes.
Recently, Harambee Stars did make it for the first time. They were still in Kenya. They were supposed to go, and it was over, I think, something like that. You see? Which I won't say.
They gave a cover.
Can you imagine? Because they did right there.
In time, yes.
Such things are really not good for us, for sure.
Yes.
Right now, when I was here, I was listening to, what is this, Harambee Stars?
Yes.
Yeah. So I would like that if the federations promise the players or even the fighters about some amount to be paid, for sure.
Yes.
The presidents and the federation officials should make sure that all this money that have been promised to the players go to them, for sure. Yeah. There's no way a fighter can be going to the ring, he or she fights for 100K, then you as an official, you tell him or her that you have to give me like 60K, you remain with 40K. If you don't do that next time, I want
that kickboxing.
Yeah, no, that won't work.
Yeah.
To me, in my federation, I'm saying that won't work. I want to be straight. If there's anybody who wishes to come to my team with any corruption, then that won't work for them. Yeah.
So those are like I can ask, like, what is the difference between your office and other offices?
Will I say that, no, okay. I'll just say a bit that on my side, the way I know my side, I'm not corrupt. That's what I say.
Yes.
I won't allow any corruption, and that's why in my office, I haven't elected or made appointed most of the office bearers yet,
yes,
since I was appointed to the office. The reason is that I'm taking my time to be sure that whoever is coming to join me will just behave the same way as I do. Yeah. And they'll also have that heart as a fighter, because I was also a fighter for many years.
Yes.
For Kenyan Taekwondo team, for karate. So I know all this pain that all these players go through. And now, for sure, today I was happy when I saw that even the Harambee Stars were paid their allowances, the 98,000 and something on top, after before they played their match today, I think so. So that's another plus also. But it shouldn't be that wherever they are paid, it's news. Why is it news, for sure?
Yes.
Meaning that sometimes they are always being misused. Or then another thing also with the federations and also the CS for sports right now is Honorable Mwamba. I'm happy that recently, I think it was yesterday, I saw him going to different stadiums, like Nyayo Stadium and Kasarani. And what I would say even to the government, I would urge the government is that they shouldn't only do these things because AFCON is around the corner. We are trying to get that chance. They should be doing it every time because we have different kinds of sports.
It's not about AFCON around the corner, but you look at what they did, the launch that they did about the Talanta Hela, that they brought in the Talanta Hela Council and everything. It's all about how can we maximize for the talents of the youth and everything. So it is like the government is putting it out for you out there, and the question would be for you, how do you want to transform life through Talanta Hela, and for you in kickboxing, how do you want to transform life? Because at the end of the day, government is all about transforming lives. So how do you transform life from your point of view?
Yeah, that's another thing. Because even last time there was this issue, and in fact, Honorable Mwamba was he was a CS, I think, by that time also. And there was something that was brought up in Kasarani. It was that academy for all sports. He tried to push, but it didn't work. But right now, because it's the CS, I'm sure if he wants to do it, he'll do it. And he's capable of doing it. And also, with the new government, they promised that they'll be working hard towards making sure that the youth of this country get their chances through the talents that they have.
Yes.
But what I was saying about the stadiums is this. With the news, it was okay, because Tanzania, Uganda, and which other country are trying to make sure that all the stadiums around before the AFCON are maintained and they are up to class. And that's what I'm saying, that it should only be for football. It should be for every kind of sport.
Yes.
It should be for taekwondo, kickboxing, everything in it, swimming. Look at Kasarani, our swimming pool. It's Olympic size and but now if you go there, for sure, things are in a mess. And that's what I'm trying to say, that it's up to, I think Kasarani is it's private, I think so. Sports stadium. Sports stadium.
It's
sports
just
stadium.
managed by
Sports stadium. Now sports stadium should also push hard. You know, I always tell people that not every time we should be arguing or saying that, oh, the government doesn't do this. Who is the government? We are the government. You see, we should also see or work on a way that we can also help our government move forward and try to help us. So that's why I always say that don't always ask yourself what your government can do for you every time. Always ask yourself also what you can do for your government, for your economy to be at the stage that
there's a very world-renowned professor from, I think, the former president of the United States, JFK Kennedy, who said, it is not what I can do to what can you do for the government.
Because you see, the stadium is there. If the government gives us everything in the stadium and there are no sports, then there will be no need for the stadium. So we also have to work hard as World Kickboxing Federation Kenya, as FKF, as BFK Federation of Kenya, swimming, tennis, everything, so that we can show the government that now we are capable, but now we need the facilities to use. I think that's the way to go.
We were telling you about the seminar that is coming on the 24th of June, actually next week. What is it all about?
This seminar, as I've just told you, that with my World Kickboxing Federation Kenya, it's not all about fighting, all about shows. We are doing different kinds of things. So with the seminar, we are bringing in coaches, referees. We are bringing in even the fighters themselves so that they can know the rules that are needed when they in the ring. Because you know, some fighters come there but they don't know even the rules. Some coaches are there, they don't know even the rules. Then another thing that I always see with different kinds of combat sports, if they have referees, there's a problem here. A referee shouldn't be there as a coach. There's a player who is inside the ring with a different player from another club. Then the referee himself is a coach to this other player. That's bias. So we want to try and work on that. Then another thing, we'll be talking about mental health. Mental health. We'll be talking about environmental management. We'll be talking about first aid. We'll be talking about something that is really sensitive with our sporting fraternity, anti-doping. So we'll have a lot of things that day that we'll be talking about. So we'll be covering different types of things. That's why we wanted to start from 10 onwards. From 10 a.m. onwards on Saturday next week. The 24th, that will be at Kayole to Social Road. That's where we are taking the seminar this time round. It will be a big thing because we have people from Mombasa, from Kilifi, from Kajiado County, we have people from Nakuru, Nairobi, Kiambu. So there are different people from different counties. Because remember, even our sports act says that we should try and cover 24 counties.
You know, when they talk about the communities and everything, Madison Square Garden, it takes me back home because me, I'm a Nakuru kid. From Nakuru, Kiamundi.
And why is it that you are not into martial arts? Because most of Nakuru guys, or most of fighters in Kenya come from Nakuru if it's outside Nairobi, you see. But in Nairobi, they come from Kayole, Nandora, and also Ziwa, different places. It's really surprising that you are not even, or maybe nowadays you do taekwondo, or maybe you do some wrestling, I don't know.
So what is your calendar like for after the seminar now? How is your calendar like for events?
Okay, my calendar for events for this year, I only named like 3 events in advance. The first one, which will be on the 24th next week, that will be the seminar, national seminar. After the seminar, we'll be having now, the 8th of July, we'll be having our first ever championship since I was appointed as the president. That will be in Nakuru. It will be Nakuru County National. mixed martial arts championship. I don't want to mention just kickboxing, because we'll be having different kinds of styles there. So that will be in Nakuru on the 8th of July. Then another one that will be following will now be Nairobi County. That will be Governor's Cup. So we are trying to push on and to make sure that we get closer to our super governor, Johnson Sakaja, so that you know that we want to have that championship that will be named after him. So it will be Governor's Cup, Nairobi County, and we want to have it in Charter Hall. So that will be on the 26th of August. 26th of August, we'll be having Governor's Cup. It will be in Charter Hall. So we are trying to play with different missions, because it's not easy. You know, kickboxing is expensive. Because even getting the ring itself, to get it there, being mounted, and also to get things like medication, the ambulances and everything. Because it's not an easy task for sure. So we are feeling that because we are not that well with all the finances and everything, but I'm sure that whatever we have in the calendar will work.
The question is, and will be always, does kickboxing provide the
I do say, I do give an answer, and it will remain the same answer, that it does. Number one thing, if you look at me, I'm employed. I'm a father, I'm a grandfather, I'm a husband. So it has employed me. It has even employed my family. It has employed even the people close to me. And most of them are now coaches. Most of them are in the military, are in the National Police Service. So it has employed different people. And they also do personal trainings in different levels at people's homesteads. So it's a good thing and it works. Only if it would get good leadership, then our youth will get employments through this. Because there are no jobs. Yesterday you saw it. How many youth were there for the G4S recruit? There were many. Some came from Bungoma, from Rusinga Island, from where? Because they just came to look for what they can get. And remember, most people always say, that job is for, but now they are coming for anything that is there, any opportunity. And you can imagine that maybe it's between 10 to 20K. And with this kickboxing, for sure, let me tell you the truth, if you go and get even different schools, private schools, these international schools, or even you get into the military, you get to police or NYS, because we do employ different people from different sectors. So you'll get that if you can get any private session with anyone to make them lose weight, because kickboxing helps a lot in losing weight, self-defense. It keeps you alert every time. So you can go train someone maybe 1,500 per session, or even maybe 2 or even more. So in a month, you find yourself earning even 50 to 70,000. So it's a good job for sure. And many people should come on board. And people do ask me, is it only for men? No. Gender equality is for ladies. Next time I'll come with ladies here from the youngest as young as 3.5 to even 40s. Then you'll see the difference. So many ladies are already there. And you'll see it with from the seminar, then you'll see it in Nakuru. And be sharing the clips. You see how many ladies will be fighting there, because it's good also for them. Because mostly they are the ones who are always taken as weak opponents for so weak targets for people outside there. Because you wanna go and punish your husband or something. Just do it for fitness and do it for your future career maybe.
Finally, what is the future of our World Kickboxing Federation?
The future of World Kickboxing Federation Kenya is bright for sure. Because even internationally, where our headquarters is, under our world president, Mr. Robert Smith, is really also supporting us in different ways, even if it's not financial, because we also have to work hard and to show and to prove to them that we can do it. So he's also working hard on helping us on different things. And in fact, towards November, I'm planning to have the championship. I had to last time it was to be in April, but we had to postpone it because of finances. Because it needed like 5-6 million to hold here, because it will be international. So if we start doing all these things and hosting maybe African Championship in Kenya, then world title events in Kenya also, it will be a good stage for all of us, our fighters, to go international. Because there's another problem. even if it's for football.
Yes.
That's why even if Arambe starts outside now doing some friendlies, it's good for them. Because the more you know, the more you have to learn.
Yes.
And then also experience is the best thing. Because if our fighters are training just here and they are not going for any fights, that won't help us.
Yes.
So what I know is that it will work well, it will go well, under my leadership also, and the connection with the world body in Australia to work well. Because even right now, very soon I might come back here and tell you that I'm the president or the director of World Kickboxing Federation Africa. Yeah, very soon. Because of the way I'm pushing things, the way I'm working things. Because even right now, they were talking about it because we are in different 200 countries in the world.
Yes.
But they were talking about the 3 best working countries. It was Australia, Indonesia, and Kenya. So it's a good plus also. And once I'm working hard and showing the world that we can manage it, then it shows that even our players have that big chance to go there internationally. And my target is to take them international, not just in the country. So they should train hard. They should know very well that if we be selecting a national team, it won't be biased.
Yes.
It will be according to your merit and how you fight. Because the way you fight, the way you train is the way you fight.
Wow. We have been hanging out with the Takid Master, who is the president of World Kickboxing Federation Kenya. I'm Robert Osoro. This is where we come to the end of the touchline. But remember, from Thursday, we'll be being all about the WRC Safari Rally Kenya. The 7th leg is coming to Kenya, and it will be in Nakuru and the Naivasha legs. You've got to enjoy it live on KBC Channel 1, and all the highlights and the news will be here on Y254 and all the affiliate radio stations. I'm Robert Osoro. For everyone who has made this production a success, we say good afternoon and asante sana. Enjoy a preview of what will be coming next week here on all our platforms.
You read that?